Talking about unemployment, Senator McGill, right now I think Alabama ranks like 29th in the nation when it comes to unemployment. DeKalb County, actually, why don't you talk a little bit about where DeKalb County stands versus the rest of the state when it comes to unemployment?
DeKalb County, losing the textile industry that they have, has been the talk of the town for some time now, and just how do we go about replacing that, and how do we go about getting jobs into these empty buildings and et cetera, replacing those jobs and that tax revenue that it brought in. And just as the state overall is exceeding every other state in the nation in dropping its unemployment numbers, and unfortunately last month DeKalb actually went back up some in their unemployment numbers, and I think they're around 10.2 now. So we have got to stay the course. We've got a legislative body right now that is pro-jobs, and we've got to stay the course in trying to incentivize jobs and coming to the state. And DeKalb County has a lot to offer. They have the interstate out there. A lot of industry has regulations that they will not set up outside of 20 miles from an interstate. And we formed a joint EDA board with Jackson County, Cabin Jackson County, behind the college there at Northeast Community College, that provided a large piece of property, large enough to bring in an automotive manufacturer, something of that nature. DeKalb and County and Jackson both entertained an auto dealer in times past, and were unable to land that industry moving in because we simply did not have a large enough piece of property for them to set up. So I'm excited about that, and we're still developing that and looking at getting infrastructure out there. So Mr. Durham there with the EDA does a great job, and is bringing industry in, and just look forward to continue working with him to do that.
Well, and our area as a whole has a lot to offer a new business, or whether it's industry or whatever. I mean, from just the local beauty that we've got,
absolutely,
to the the people that we've got, their willingness to learn a new job or a new trade or a new skill. And so you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, speaking of tourism, I was very impressed with the numbers that DeKalb County brings in regards to tourism. We've got some of the most beautiful landscape in the nation, and many testify to that. Now, when you grow up in this area, a lot of times you don't see that and you take it for granted, but we truly do have some of the most beautiful mountain ranges and waters and caves and things of that, hiking trails. So, but I believe it's last year DeKalb County brought in somewhere around $60 million, I want to say, in tourism. And so it just do a phenomenal job in that regards. And we've got shovel-ready sites. We've got empty buildings that are good buildings that we can bring industry in. We've got economic development authority that's ready and waiting to work with these folks, and incentive packages that they've put together to bring industry in. So we've got a lot to offer.
Right.